Many of you ask, how can we be influential in our communities, in the society, with our co-workers, with our neighbors, with the people surrounding us? I have a tip today for you, a secret to how you become influential. You know, there is only one way to get anybody to do anything, is that if they want to do it, and by giving them what they want. Sigmund Freud said, everything you and I do springs from two motives, the sex urge and the desire to be great. John Dewey, one of America's greatest philosophers, phrased it differently. He said the deepest urge in human nature is the desire to feel important. And some of the things that people want, like health, money, food, sex gratification, our health, and even the well-being of our children. Sometimes people think of the eternal life and the feeling of importance. All of these things are usually gratified except one thing, the desire to be great and the desire to feel important. You know, the deepest human nature is craving for appreciation. And the rare individuals who fulfill this desire usually holds the people in the palms of their hand. This desire, the feeling of importance, made a very poor clerk in a grocery store get some law books and study them that he found in the bottom of a barrel he bought for 50 cents. And this boy's name is Lincoln. Sure, you know him. That same desire, the feeling of importance, inspired Dickens to write his immortal books. And that same desire makes you and me like to wear the newest styles, ride the newest cars, and even wear brand names, sometimes speak about our brilliant children. And that desire lures boys and girls to join gangs and engage in criminal activities. The same desire of the feeling of importance sometimes makes the richest man in your town or city buy the biggest house, which is far too big for its requirements. Even George Washington liked to be called His Highness the President of the United States of America. And Columbus pleaded for the title the Admiral of the Ocean. So we see everybody around us like to have this feeling of importance. And some people go to insanity in order to find this feeling. They couldn't find it in the real world, so they reached it through insanity. What's the cause of insanity? Half of the causes usually is because of brain tissue damage, like toxins, alcoholism, brain injuries. But the other half has nothing, apparently, anything wrong with the brain cells or brain stems. But scientists and psychiatrists were searching for the reason, and they found out that people go to insanity in order to find this feeling of importance that they couldn't achieve in the real world. So imagine people searching for this feeling through insanity. What miracle you and I can do with kind and honest words of appreciation. You know, nothing kills ambition like criticism from superiors. So we shouldn't criticize any wrong actions. We should only give praise for the right actions. But what do average people do usually? They criticize the wrong actions and say nothing about the right actions. Kind and sincere words of appreciation can change a person's life forever. You know, recently there was a study finding out why wives run away, and the first reason they found out was lack of appreciation. So we nourish the bodies of our children, of our families, friends around us with food to build their energy, but we neglect to nourish their self-esteem. We shouldn't forget about this virtue, giving these kind words to people surrounding us, that sings in their memory for the years to come. So, am I speaking here about flattery? Not at all. Flattery is opposite to appreciation. Flattery doesn't work with discerning people because it is selfish and insincere. Flattery is usually cheap praise. But why does it work with some people? Because these people are hungry and craving for appreciation. They swallow anything. So what's the difference between flattery and appreciation? Very simple. One is sincere, the other is not. One comes from the heart and the other comes from the mouth. One is universally admired, the other is universally condemned. You know, flattery is speaking what the other person wants to hear. If flattery does the job, so many humans here are now good in interrelations. So I'm not speaking about flattery, but sincere, kind words of appreciation. Many lecturers, many politicians, and public speakers find it discouraging when they pour themselves into an audience who doesn't give them appreciative comments. So what works with professionals works also with normal people, with the co-workers around us, with our friends, our family members. We shouldn't forget that they are human beings who are craving for words or for the feeling of importance that they find it in our words of appreciation. So let's cease thinking about our achievements, about our hard work, and start searching for the good aspects in others and start giving them words of appreciation. They will cherish our words for the years to come. They will remember it always, even when we have forgotten it. So be sincere, be genuine, be yourself, and give kind and sincere words of appreciation. And for sure, you will be attractive and you will be influential in your surroundings.